Hey y'all, my name is Aaliyah. I'm a reporter with KTCC. I'm also here with Terry, my photog. Um, I love that y'all brought up the topic and expressed how important education is. Um, but with history, like we know in the past, at some of these institutions, some things just weren't accurate, um, or just not the full story. And for me, a big thing that I believe in is talking to my elders, getting that at home from my family. Um, and my question to you all is, why is it so important to have that relationship between the younger generation and our elders in our community, and having education start at home? And where do you think that stands right now today with younger generations?
Wow,
Oh, go ahead, George, you got it?
that's a good one because I'm in the process of trying to prepare a presentation to share with this community. And in the process of sharing this Black history transfer to the community, I've talked to my grandchildren and I've shared some things that they didn't know about our family and our past. It's extremely important because they got all excited. We want to be rich. I'm like, okay. But it's extremely important that people know the struggle that they've come through and what you've learned and also the contributions that you have made. And the only way to get that information to them is to tell them or to write a book or to transfer information that way. I wrote some things because I was frustrated with the fact that there's so much misinformation out there. So I put together a book, about Black history from my the length of time that I've been around the world in the city. But it's interesting. Jackie said that her great grandfather was a slave. My great grandfather was a slave as well, and also my grandfather was sharecropping on a farm, and then he decided to buy a farm so that in our family and leave it in our family, so nobody in our family would ever be homeless. I thought, wow, what kind of forward thinking is that? But it's about we have to share information. That's why Andre, Andre, the idea. There's a lot of work involved in collecting the information and calling people and working with them and trying to make sure you get information, get it correct and proper. And it's like it needs to be done now. That's how when I say we, I mean I always get into this business to begin with because I believe that I'm cousins to everybody, regardless of what color they are. We are together in this. And I can prove it to you if you take the time. But at any rate, education and the transfer of education is important to our younger people. But I had a great time with my granddaughter yesterday. Yay! Let's fix this, let's do that. At any rate, it was a great opportunity to exchange information with young men. Anyway, sorry, I just jumped in on it.
Yes, someone else got another.
You have a question?
Yeah. Before I answer that question, it was amazing that, I hear Jackie and George talk, that how, your grandparents were slaves and generations, but they much older than I am. My mother was a sharecropper. South Carolina, she was a sharecropper. And at 16 years old, she had to escape plantation she was to get to Baltimore. And that's not too long ago. So I'm all one generation removed. And so so that's why I'm familiar with stories and things like that. And that's right, to the day my mom really don't want to talk about some of those experiences, stuff like that. So having them today to talk about those experiences means a whole lot. That's right. Right, Julie?
Yep. First of all, this is great, Andre. I love it. You're amazing. Um, you talked about this was a 4-year journey for you. Can you tell me how the idea came about and how you got to today? And I'm sure there were struggles. I'm sure there were happy happy thoughts, celebrations along the way. I want to hear all about it in 1 minute.
In one minute, in 1 minute, boy, you have 4 years in 1 minute. I just want to preserve history. You know, really, I just really want to preserve history. A lot of people ask me, you know, do you like research? You like all this stuff? No, I just believe I was called to do it. I already have a lot of stuff to do already. So, you know, besides this, but I believe I was called to believe God asked me, you know, to do this, to be able to do it. You know, like I said, it's 4 years, and I trace all the way back to 1870. So this is only half, not even half of the story, right? You know, you think the names is on somebody else's shoulder, right? It's somebody else's shoulder, somebody else's shoulder. So we want to trace story all the way there, but really, that's what it was, right? So I mean that, you know, supernaturally, I learned how to do the people with paraphrase and went to school did, right? Finding information and people contacted me, you know, and this leads to another. History Center just opened up everything for me, you know, post bulletin. I mean, so I think everybody was intrigued with this. So that's one of the reasons why it was bigger. It was just bigger than me. I think that I can tell it's bigger than me because it's going way beyond, you know, just me, right? You're talking about. I always believe that, you know, that you got to soar into your own dream. So whether, you know, when I didn't have a sponsor still doesn't cover everything. You know, I spend money out of my own pocket because I believe in this thing. You know, so whatever you believe in, you gotta give towards it. So whether I even got a penny for any sponsor, I still would do the project. It's still gonna do the project because that's how important the project really is really, you know, really is. And so you asked me some of the struggles, getting finance to be, you know, to be able to do it, you know, many volunteers, many hours that people are willing to do for pro bono. I mean, people don't know how much time going to research, getting accurate, you know, accurate information, copyrights, and I mean a lot of different, things that come going to this thing. Yeah, you know, rejections, and so you asked me, you know, just trying to sum it up in 4 years. It was very different. A lot of prayer. You know, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? Second guessing myself, you know. And the biggest thing is that I see a lot of community members and elders getting older. So I wanted to make sure that I can really capture and make them proud of the work, you know, that I have done. Because again, it means a whole lot to me. We do a whole lot, you know, celebrating. And, you know, I have lost a lot of people. And I think that we went to funerals, you know, we act fool, crying and say, I wish, but I'll have no regrets. In a sense of that, you know what, I did my part along the way to make sure that George, Jackie, and down the line, you know, Gibbs, you know, Tom Rowe, you know. And so I know them all by name, but I want to let them know that the role is right. Let them know I love them and I'm here. I thank you all for what y'all have done. If y'all understand how it means that when someone opened the door for you, right? I didn't have to start. Beautiful thing, I didn't have to start where they started at. Right? Imagine if I had to start where they started at. So I want to make sure when Tawana asks the next generation when I had to start where I started. So I always make sure, that's why I work with the youth and stuff like that. They know about history, know about this, and it'll be that much easier for them to not only stay here, but be much effective. So we'll see them at, you know, presidents of boards and, you know, city councils, and you'll start seeing that because you see work like this, right? And the kids are interested in this kind of work and, you know, what we are doing. And so, again, I think I'm glad that I'm in a community where I'm in now. Ain't everything perfect here, y'all know that.
We got one more question.
Okay, one more question, so I can shut up.
Last question,
And then we get y'all out.
Get closing remarks.
I'm sorry, it's not a question. I just want to make a comment to our community leaders. I just want to say thank you for all that you do and all that you have done. Sister Jackie, you have touched my life in such a huge way. Since my children were little, you helped me out a lot. I know that we perish for the lack of knowledge, so I'm so grateful that education is being highlighted here. But when you spoke about being 50 years old, graduating college, it seems like I stepped right into your shoes because that's what I'm doing right now. I just want to give God some glory up in this house because He's been good to us.
Yeah, I want to make one last comment too, going off of what Uncle Burton said. You know, this exhibit is so important. We are here. We do have professionals. We do have people that we can celebrate here that look like us. We have people that's been here since the sixties, that's here. So just knowing that we have representation uplifts and empower and inspire everybody that's here. So thank you for what you do.
And I also say that, I wanna thank the elected officials that have been here. This mayor here, 30 years I've known her, and we once did she was a representative in Congress. We got $250,000 from the government to start a teacher of color program, and she was behind. So we need all the people to work together to make us a successful community.
We're gonna go ahead and continue with closing remarks before we close. Go across the panel.
Pushing the ball forward, taking over from Jackie and George and myself and, all the other people who came before you who I knew as a young man and did things with them, that we can only push the ball only just a few more years. So we need all of you young people to look at what happened before. Don't go backwards. Always try to push forward, because all the stuff that's going on in the world now is ugly. We had ugly in the 60s, and we fought and we fought and we pushed, and that's why we did all the things we did to try to make it better. And we just don't want it to go back. So you young people take over, tell your kids, push history, let them know what happened in the 1900s, the 1920s, the 50s, the Korean Wars, the Vietnam, all of those type of things that happened, and we don't want to go back. And it warms my heart to see people pushing it forward. Thank you.
Ditto. And the other part is, right now, the NAACP is supporting many activities during Black History Month. On February 28th, we're going to do the Sound of Gospel Music. We're giving away over 200 tickets, but there are 1,084 seats in that auditorium. The tickets are between $15 and $20. Please buy your ticket. Tell everybody you know. I saw a version of this last year. It was beautiful. You will walk out there. I was inspired to help bring this to Rochester, and I'd never done anything like this. The other thing is, as soon as we're through with the Sound of Gospel Music, I am going to be writing letters to my elected officials in Congress every day. I wrote to our representative last year. He didn't write me back. And he gonna write me back. And I want to say thank you so much to Pastor Crockett. If the people don't know their history, there is a Yoruba saying that says, you only know yourself if you can go back 8 generations. And I trace my family back 8 generations, so my grandchildren have something to stand on. Thank you.
Well, I just wanna say ditto for everything Jack and Bert said. I have to also say it, that Andre is, it makes me feel really good that he remembered what, as a human being to another human being that's in a situation, and I find out about it I'm gonna try to do what I can to help you, like many of you, and I wanna thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
Because it only works when we get together as people and say, hey, we have many more, similarities than we have differences. And we say, hey, this is wrong that we see, and we gotta step up and address the issue. And Andre said, he said, he came to me a number of years ago and he said, I wanna start a